Everybody, this is Christy and this is Hook Me Up Crochet. I wanted to show you a couple of things today. About a week ago, Crystal at Bag O Day, she released a tutorial for this scarf, and she didn't give it a fancy name. She just called it something like Super Easy Crochet Scarf, something to that effect. And I wanted to give it a try. And so I automatically thought, let's do it with this. And I'm in love. This is a whole nother thought, but I'm in love with the red Heart Amore. So if anybody out there has this yarn and you don't like it, you know, I will send you my address. I love it, love it, love it. But back to the point. I used 2 full skeins, and there are 198 yards to a skein. And I made Crystal's scarf. The only difference is she worked it, she chained like 200 and something, and she worked it that way in this direction, okay? But I seem to prefer the way it looks worked in this direction. So what I did is I just chained, I don't even know how many that is, I don't know. But anyway, I'm saying I worked it narrow and long that way, because I like the way it looks worked this way. And if you haven't seen the tutorial, I highly recommend you go to her page and give it a look, because whether you look at the front or the back, it's exactly the same. It's kind of a spiral stitch, kind of a honeycomb 3D, and I know it's not really showing up so well in here. So that's why I say go look at her channel. But then I just chained a little bit for the fringe on the end, because just to give it a little something so that it doesn't stop so short and plain. And so, okay. Then I took another skein and I made a hat to go with it, because why not? And the love of this yarn, I tell you, it's crazy. But it does the knit stitch for the brim so beautifully. And the camera is really not doing it justice. And the color is showing up all wrong. If anybody else has this colorway, it's called Bliss. And it's a really dark color. It's not green as it's showing up in here. You know, it's a green-blue shade, but not like this. But anyway, I just love how soft it is. I cannot get over it. It's like it works up so soft without being like the latte cakes, you know what I mean? It's not a furry yarn at all, but so soft. I don't have any of the, is it Lion Brand Feels Like Butter? I've heard that it's comparable to that. Well, I don't have any of that, so I've only felt it in the store once upon a time, but I don't own any of it, and I've never used any of it. So this is my closest comparison when I'm trying to explain how absolutely wonderful this is to work with. I have every intention of making a top with it next, only in a different colorway. So back to the original thought, because I'm kind of all over the map and I do apologize. This stitch, okay, it got me curious and wondering what would it look like if it was worked up in a super fine yarn. So I had my summer night yarn handy, so I just grabbed it and worked up just a small little swatch to show you guys how it looks. And look at that! Would you look at that? Same on the front and back. So it doesn't matter if you want to work this up in whatever weight of yarn, you're going to get that bulky, 3-dimensional twist look. And I think it's awesome. Now, it probably would have been easier to show you guys if I would have pulled a solid rather than a variegated yarn. So I don't know if you're able to really see. And it's the same front and back. It's got that same thing going on. But I love that because, you know, it's such a super light, lacy yarn, yet it holds that bulky look. I'm digging it. I'm so digging it. And so this I may, but this is just a swatch, and I'm probably going to end up frogging this out. It was just to show you, but I just might end up making a scarf out of it, only wider, obviously. Now the only thing about the superfine is, it makes you slow down and take your time, but that's really part of the point that I love about fine weight yarns, is that it does make you slow down. You can't be in such a hurry. And I think that's it. I think, yeah, go over to Crystal over at Bag O Day and check out her tutorial. I think you'll really enjoy it. It does work up kind of bulky, which I think is good for more of a, now I'm thinking masculine, but maybe not. I don't know. I guess it depends on the guy. Some guys, they like everything. Some guys are really, really picky. So, okay. I just want to share that with you guys. I'm in love, in love, in love with the Amore. And there you go. And I hope everybody has a good day. And I'll talk to you guys later.